Did you know Martin Luther was on track to become a lawyer before a thunderstorm changed his life? During a frightful storm as he returned home from visiting his parents, Martin Luther feared for his safety and made a vow that if he were to survive, he would become a monk and dedicate his life to God. Or at least that's how the story goes. So, in 1505, Martin joined the Order of the Hermits of St. Augustine. 2 years later, in 1507, Martin was ordained as a priest and earned his doctorate in theology in 1512 before teaching as a professor at his university. As part of his duties as an Augustinian monk, Martin Luther visited Rome in 1510 and was unsettled by the corruption he observed, one specific act being the sale of indulgences, a remission for the punishment of sin for the dead or living sold by the Catholic Church. This disturbed Luther so much he began to reevaluate and critique the Catholic Church for their ostentatious tendencies and abuse of power. In 1517, Martin wrote his 95 Theses, a list of 95 academically backed statements challenging the practices of the Catholic Church, that he posted to the door of Castle Church of Wittenberg. This alone was not enough for Martin Luther, and with the help of the printing press, Luther went on to publish works such as On Christian Liberty, On the Freedom of a Christian Man, To the Christian Nobility, and On the Babylonian Captivity of the Church. These writings helped to develop and spread Luther's own ideas on theology, as he found the Catholic Church to be failing in its duties. He was excommunicated by Pope Leo X in 1521 and summoned to the Diet of Worms, where he was declared an outlaw and heretic by the Roman Emperor Charles V when he refused to recant his writings. Martin officially left the Augustinians in 1525, shortly before marrying his wife Catherine von Bora, who had previously been a nun. One of Luther's strongest beliefs was in the ability for people to read the Bible in their own language, leading him to publish the first complete German Bible in 1534, while his translation of the New Testament had been published in 1522. Luther is known as the catalyst of the Protestant Reformation and is commonly heralded as one of the most influential figures in the history of Christianity. His influence is widespread and has done more than could be mentioned here, but essentially, if you're a Protestant Christian, you probably owe Luther some thanks, and he deserves to be learned about, even if you don't agree with his theology.